Basically, I've been meaning to like balance out my life for a long time now. I'm reading this book called 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think. It's really good. I've been taking like so long reading this book, even though like it's super interesting and I learned something new in every single essay. I think because it's so much information, it's a little bit harder to read. I think that's the problem with nonfiction for me, and I think for a lot of people that, you know, they don't even think of reading a nonfiction because since it doesn't have a plot and all that. Reading nonfiction books about personal growth for me has helped me so much and is where I've learned most, but it's hard to read. It's been like 3 weeks since I started reading it, and I took a pause and I'm like, I'm gonna read a fiction book just to like get out of the slump. Chose to read the second book of Bridgerton because I saw the first show and I wanted desperately to know what was going to happen with Anthony, the brother, you know? Yeah, I read that in a day. There's this one there's like a bunch of phrases and things she says that has just like blown my mind. But there's one particular thing that stood out. Kind of like was a question toward the reader about if we actually live the way that we want to live, or live the life that we want to live. If you just look back and get some perspective on your daily life, like, are you living the way that you actually want to live? Like, when you die, if this was your daily routine, would you be happy with it? Would you be proud of it? And I think that kind of aligns with like the whole entire productivity thing. We feel like we're doing something right when we're productive. These last couple of weeks, I've been the most productive I've probably ever been in my whole entire life. Productivity has made me so tired, super sleep deprived. My sleep schedule has gone to the garbage. You know, I used to be someone that could not survive without 8 hours of sleep, and I don't remember the last time I got 8 hours of sleep. I've stopped doing like so many healthy habits. When I'm not like producing something or doing something like for, whether that being like YouTube or podcast or university or whatever, I don't feel like, I feel like I'm wasting my time, and that is not good. And when I read this in 101 essays, I was like, I don't want to spend my whole entire life like making things all the time. I need to like find times to enjoy myself and to be happy and to not have anything to do, and to do habits that I know that will make me more peaceful and give me peace and stuff like that. And yeah, and live the life that I actually want to live, not the life that kind of society and the world tells you that you have to live. You know, this busy, non-stop productivity life, and build a routine that permits me obviously to get stuff done, but also to enjoy my life. And sometimes that means producing less and making less and being less productive, but also realizing that quality is way better than quantity, and rest gives me so much creativity, gives me so much room to think, to meditate, to be healthy in the way I see the world, in the way I see things that happen to me and stuff like that. And like being busy all the time doesn't permit me to even like think about things out of the things I'm doing, like out of the next thing I have to do. I'm gonna sit down with my journal and I'm just gonna journal, what is the life that I want to live? What are the habits that I want to be part of my daily life? What are the things that are not very good for me? Productive is not only when you're actually producing things. I think productivity is also when you're resting and giving yourself time to get the energy to later go and do those things. Look how beautiful this plant has grown. After I closed my journal, I said to myself, Saturdays are going to be my little reset day. Saturday morning is take care of my plants, to take care of myself, to paint my nails if I want to paint my nails, to do all those little things that I've neglected doing during the week because there was always, another important thing I had to get done. Sundays are going to be not really my reset day, but my reflect day, where I would hopefully not do absolutely anything.
You should do.
Sarah, don't freaking push me! And prioritize doing absolutely nothing. Even if I have things that I could get ahead on, always prioritize rest. Luna! Sarah's fine. You don't have to save her. Luna, stop it. Come here.
Don't you call him baby. We're not talking lately. Don't you call him what you used to call me. Selfish, so I'm hating it. I noticed that there's a piece of you in how I dress. Take it as a compliment. Don't you call him baby. We're not talking lately. Don't you call him what you used to call me.
When Sunday was over and the week started again, I started thinking about non-resistance because in 101 essays, she talks about non-resistance a lot. She dedicates one essay just to clarify what non-resistance actually means. So I'm going to read the parts of that essay that most resonated with me and blew me away, guys. She says, the concept of non-resistance, from our understanding, is the process of consciously releasing expectations and attachments to outcomes. Yet we don't really know what it means to be non-resistant. The way that non-resistance was intended to be practiced was by striking a fine balance between what you can and cannot control in your life. To put it metaphorically, it is to steer the ship along with the current, not against it. It does not mean to surrender all control or effort. It simply means to wield it more wisely. La gata. Qué rico mañana. Yo creo que te se queda con papi. Tal vez. Pero no. It is to be discerning about how we exert control and realize the fact that the current is more powerful than we are. We can either stage a fight we'll always lose, or let ourselves be carried.